number 2, doing Uber Eats with my 5-year-old and my 9-month-old baby. Let's see how we do. Literally had the app on for less than a minute and got a ride. However, we are in a hot spot in a major city on purpose. We went down by my parents to make sure we were in a hot area where hopefully we will get shorter trips and more of them. See if we can maximize our earnings today, our earnings per hour. So my first trip is to the McDonald's down the street. Because usually on the app it'll give you instructions for what the business prefers for pickups, and most of the time it says they want you to come in the store to pick it up. But with McDonald's, it gave you the option. You can pick it up in store or drive through, doesn't matter, which makes sense to me. I don't know why. Maybe to keep their drive-through open during busy times. I could see that being why businesses might prefer that, but I prefer the drive-through because I have kids in the car. It makes it nice and easy. But I already got a second order to pick up right after this one for another restaurant right behind me. So far so good. Okay, here we go. You ready? You ready? Okay, here we go. Front seat is full of food. We have 2 very large orders. The McDonald's order has been dropped off finally. It took me to the super secret special residence entrance and garbage truck entrance instead of the visitors and deliveries entrance. And it took me a while to find the right entrance, and then I had to get past the guard, and then I had to find the place. Woo! That was a party. That was a 55 plus community. But we made our delivery. We did it. However, I saw after the fact, when I went to see what notes they had made about delivering, they're like, ask for lots of ketchup. Make sure there's a lot. I was like, I didn't. Oh my gosh, I didn't see that. So I'm learning. Gotta look at the delivery notes before you pick up the food. I didn't do that with this order either, but now I know better. I've got this sushi type teriyaki food going 13 minutes away now. So we're at the longest line in history. How you doing, Jane? Good? Got your water? We have lots of ice water today to make sure we stay nice and cool, because it's over 100 degrees outside in Arizona. Oh, we have a sleeping baby. That's okay. I haven't gotten another order yet. I just dropped off the second one. And we are really low on gas, so I'm going to work my way towards the Costco. If I get a delivery before I get there, that's fine, but I need gas. Almost empty. Here goes half my paycheck. Okay, so we filled up at Costco. Pump cut me off at $100. I think it probably would have gone for another $5 or something. So we haven't gotten a ride. We're sitting in the parking lot next to a lot of food locations. It says it's a hotspot on the app. I haven't gotten anything, so I'm feeding my baby until a ride comes in, or a delivery, and as soon as the delivery comes in, I will put my baby back in her car seat and off we go. But I'm going to make good use of the time, so I don't have to stop at a different time to feed her. You can hi. Hey, we've got lots of food. Come on, Jane, to the car. Let's go. While she buckles up, I got 2 orders to Outback Steakhouse right now. They made it really quick and easy. It was awesome. And just different restaurants have different systems, and some of them are definitely better than others. But basically, I went and filled up on gas, and then I turned the app back on and I wasn't getting any rides. So I parked in the parking lot and pulled my baby out and nursed her, fed her for a good 10 minutes. She got to eat until she was totally full. And then, okay, hold on. And then as soon as I was done feeding her, a delivery came in, and it was 2 deliveries for Outback, which was awesome. So, and one is right on the way to the other one, so it was perfect. I stood there and I checked the receipt while my toddler was holding the stroller and rocking it around like a little crazy baby, but it was totally fine. We weren't in anybody's way. We didn't bother anybody. Just been the case everywhere we went, because I feel like that's something that I worried about, was like, oh, are people going to be annoyed that I'm in here with 2 kids? And they're not. Half the places have delivery entrances where you're out of the way, or like a delivery spot on the counter where you can just go pick your stuff up and leave, or like not once have we been in the way. And it's been 100% fine having my kids with me, and I can pause at any point that we need to feed them or stretch our legs or anything. So this order is to Chick-fil-A. It is so crowded. There are like 20 people in the drive-thru, but they have the parking lot roped off all over to control the flow of cars that I have gone in circles and circles and circles trying to find a way in. Finally found it. We are not going through the drive-thru. We are walking our little selves in to pick up this order. Holy cow. Let's see how long this takes. Right now we're on our way to take Chick-fil-A to its rightful home. But it was not too bad going in. The drive-thru was a nightmare, but actually going into Chick-fil-A was not bad. They have a spot for you to wait. It's a little weird. It was a little like, do I say something to you or do I just wait here? Like, what am I supposed to do? Not the best system, Chick-fil-A. But before we even waited, we went to the bathroom. Everybody went potty. My 5-year-old, turns out she had to go potty and didn't know it, so I'm glad we caught it early. Before we had an emergency and we were on the drive on a time crunch, so that was good. It's nice that when you go in somewhere, if you've got to use the bathroom, you can. And yeah, we are on our way, and thankfully this is taking us back closer to home, because we'd made our way about an hour away from home, and now we're only about 35-40 minutes away from home. So we'll just keep going this direction and we'll be good. What are you doing now? Cheesy roll-ups from Taco Bell. So we paused the app so I could get her some food, because we are late for dinner. It's time. Okay, come on. Okay, so I get everybody loaded in. Usually I'm on the other side, but there's no space on the other side. And then I have to collapse my stroller and I stuff it right in there, so it's really easy to pull it right back out. So, can you hold this while I talk? Okay, so this was my first delivery at a hotel. It was super weird. It was a bunch of dudes ordering for their, like a bunch of, like a company working. And they all ordered food, through Uber Eats. And there was another delivery guy there at the same time. We shared an elevator. So I walk in, and there's a guy waiting in the lobby, and he's like, oh, you with Uber Eats? I'm like, yeah. He's like, for Mike? And I was like, nope, definitely not for Mike. And it was a different, very distinct name. And he's like, oh, my bad. Okay, my app just said my driver was here or close, so I assumed, my bad. And I was like, yeah, no, sorry. And so then I went upstairs to the guy's room because it said to leave it at the door. So I did that. I left it at the door, which was weird because it wasn't just dropping it on someone's doorstep. It was going into the hotel. It was going upstairs. It was, there's my husband. He just showed up. It was a lot of effort, so hopefully I get a nice tip on that. But Then I looked to my next delivery, and my next delivery is to Mike in the same hotel. I was like, oh no, I do have his food. And so I ran back downstairs. I was like, Mike, I'm so sorry. I didn't know I had your food too. Because I just do one delivery at a time, and I had no idea. I apologize. And he was like, nah, it's all good. And I was like, your food's in my car. And he's like, I heard you saying that you had food for Abdallah at the front desk. He's like, that's my coworker. So I was really confused why his food came and mine didn't. I was like, yep, because I have it all. And so I was like, I'll run and get it. And he's like, I'll walk out with you. I was like, I don't want to make you work for your food. He's like, I've been sitting all day. If you don't mind, I'll walk with you. And he was like a really nice guy. Not scary. No scary, sketchy vibes. So I was like, okay, it's actually safer for me. So he walked out and waited like 100 feet away from my car. Yep, there's Daddy. And then I gave him the suit. He was super nice. Okay, I never updated on how our night went money and trip wise. So I did 7 trips and made, after all the tips rolled in, everything, I made $69 in 3 hours and 15 minutes, which after you subtract how much gas that cost me to do all those trips, I made again about $13.30 an hour. So, still worth it to me. Still worth it. I would make way less at any other job where I'd get to have my kids with me. And if it was a better paying job where I couldn't have my kids with me, but I had to pay for daycare, I would make way less than that. So, we are doing good.